Hi, I'm Andrew Scular from Blue Turtle Spa in San Francisco. In this segment I want to talk about exfoliation. Now exfoliation is a critical part of your home care regimen because it helps to prevent blocked pores. It also reduces the thickness of the epidermal layer. As we age, the epidermal layer gets thicker. That's the outermost layer. And that helps us to look older. So by exfoliating, we will ensure that our skin has a more youthful appearance. Also, unexfoliated skin makes the pores look larger because the physiology of a pore is such that it is like a V shape. And when the skin starts developing thicker outer layers as we age, that V looks larger just because there's more growing on the edges, okay? So by exfoliating your outer layer more regularly, you will actually have the appearance of normal size pores, and normal for you. Everybody has different size pores, so it's no good looking at somebody else and saying you want her size pores or his size pores. It's irrelevant. You've got your pores that you inherited from your background. Okay? The important thing about exfoliants is the percentage of the exfoliant and the pH of the exfoliant. As I showed in the first segment, the pH scale from 0 to 14 is your basic pH scale, 0 being very acidic like battery acid, 14 being very alkaline like caustic soda, both of which are bad for the skin. Your midpoint at 7 is where water is. Your skin functions in the zone 4.5 to 5.8, somewhere in that zone. Definitely on the acid side of the pH scale is where everybody's skin will function. Now for you to exfoliate, you need to have an acid which is slightly lower than the pH of your skin. So somewhere between 3 to 3.9 on the pH scale will be a good way for you to break very, very strong bonds that bind the cells together. These are called desmosomal bonds. The lower pH of the acid will cause those bonds to break and you can shed those skin cells. Now, acids are normally in the form of either an alpha hydroxy acid or a beta hydroxy acid, and there's a difference between them. Alpha hydroxy acids are things like glycolic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, and those have various varying degrees of effectiveness. Alpha hydroxy acids are more water soluble, so they're better in areas where your skin is drier, maybe not as oily. Beta hydroxy acids like salicylic acid, which is derived from aspirin, acetyl salicylic acid, or you can have a natural form of it like a betaine salicylate, which comes from beets. That molecular structure is very, very compatible with oilier conditions on the skin. So where the pore is where the sebaceous gland produces oil, which comes out onto the skin, this area typically is a lot more oily. So beta hydroxy acids are good for that. It all depends on your skin. I'm not the kind of person who says definitely use one or the other. I like to look at your skin and work on your skin and find out where you produce your own natural moisturizer, where you produce a lot more of that oil, so that we can address your exfoliation accordingly. With sensitive skins, it may not be a good idea to get into an alpha or beta hydroxy acid straight away. We need to strengthen that skin first, get it to the point where we can then start dealing with the issue of exfoliation. With some sensitive skins, I prefer to use an enzyme exfoliant rather than an acid exfoliant. Enzymes like papaya, pineapple, pumpkin, those are quite active enzymes, so I'm not always comfortable with those kinds of enzymes on the skin. I definitely have to see the sensitive skin before I make a decision on that. Scrubs, by the way, those gritty little things that they put in cleansers sometimes, those are no good for any skin. Okay? Scrubs should be used on inanimate objects like pots and pans, not on a vital living organism called our skin, which is our first line of defense for our body. Okay? Scrubs, if you use them harshly, they will cause micro tears in the skin. Micro tears are really bad. They have to be repaired. But at any point in time, most people will be a little bit too active with a scrub on their skin. They were very good back in the days when people had no sanitation, they didn't know how to take care of themselves, the hygiene wasn't good, they had to scrub all that dirt and grime off them. Fine. This day and age, we don't need them. It's so many centuries ago that it was necessary that we don't even need to talk about them today. I know they still market it actively. That's just because they can make money out of it. Okay? So people should always look at exfoliation as part and parcel of their home care regimen, and exfoliation comes after you cleanse. With using an alpha hydroxy acid or beta hydroxy acid or a combination of the two, particularly good for combination skins, that should be done on dry skin after you've cleansed. You leave it on your skin, you wait 3, maybe 5 minutes. It will normally self-neutralize into the pH of your skin, and then you're done. Okay? You can then put moisturizer on top if needed. But acids are definitely the better way to exfoliate your skin than anything else. And I can help you with that when I see you at blueturtlespa.com. Thank you very much.